Yeah, Urasam George. What's the Asamoah?
Go in LGBT elements and now telling teachers.
A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality education, and Ghanaians say no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu.
My hand, when you turn to page 3, the week 1 schedule, NDC have managed to smuggle in LGBT elements and now telling teachers that, for instance, gender identity, which in our constitution, in our 1992 Republican Constitution, the 4th Republican Constitution, and our laws, fundamental laws, recognize the binary nature of gender, being male and female assigned at birth. Now, here the definition they are asking the teachers to teach them. It refers to a person's deeply felt internal experience of gender, which may or may not correspond with the sex assigned at birth. So
Reverend Ekenyina say NDC by almost say a man and man no ye jitumu. He said the almost son say we a bema now your bar. It will be dependent on how you feel within. In Tisayo Koyebisi ana ye say ya. You bet me I say although physics any would tell you etria hodie. And so and then the definition of the agenda and says why would you tum? So we a year or bad year, you bet me I consider so your bar. We mun almost all mobile be con a yin trumu and wasem. Now, second announcement, Patrick Yinti.
Adianyina bere apro banchi na gugu e apro meni so mi kuta nkwala makwaji aban besia ena na e ba ya kura snap mi dwane e ka mele ye nti wa ma aban ya silaw baby aga na akwhye bia fa Ghana ne bla ya pa show ya silaw frochidi na kwayi Ghana ne maye na se na mai muti an client na client shadi kan fokula and school fees kula yentimi chia
boda na ye aba aduaba eba ko lebu nti ebu a be se de ne bo na aye nto ne se ye ko eto na boodi won ba beduru ana ne bo na ayeden nti wo ba ntimi nje mfofofo ese wo yere so kakra ko se case kan o mu za ti petrol su de ne so no fe no omko ekoso e han kan wanjo kra bia be ha no no adua no se maju se nti obaju se betimi a no afaba ti wa beduru na fe na agene mani nyina ti ba bewie na bete hon wa nyina na boodi so a ntimi nya hwe wo so
aba moyen no pe adwuma ma youth no na na eto ade se ye ble eno ana de hwe ye ma de hwe ye kurum ni ade ni se ye badwom ne se sika ni kurum ni ento ade sa na ma ye ho kyere ni enti ni sa ban so sre na ye sre na omoye na youth fo no mfa omadwuma se de ba ye ne mamifo ye nso ye ho beto ye kakra na ye badwom ni eto ade ye nso ye kofia ye ni atimi age
ba reji edwede first no na ye pa ye se de aduane ye nto ena me koto board politin ma 10 cities enegu ba ira kase pa me nsa 1 million ebi yenum 500 and 9 500 50 cities brown no baako chocolate color no baako sana me wie school P2 nte me brofo ya na sika na me hunu mo yi akakra kapa nso ye ntade ana pe kura mbetena kura mtika nyina afa ni atom ba ira 1 million system ni mo ye din emoye den pa nya beta kura me kura sese me yale ba ire chisem so akwachima na me nan ntumi so nkwachima ntimi tete hu saa ne entade obi ba sese 1 million ya toyi enu bi na me di kodi dwo me kunu nya dwuma
okay
Mama is the whole. He's the whole. He's the whole for Mandagana. Mahama is the whole. Yeah, we third announcement. Yeah, oh,
don't touch the under. It's for
Thank
you. All right. Okay.
Send your normal tiano and your sanity. Walk a captain will be a town for Yama Bay, but ancestor sound because send you from somebody ever. I'm not the I'm called Gamate.
Oh, don't touch the under. It's for
Thank
you. All right.
And Tiamatabo.
Okay.
Send your normal tiano and your sanity. Walk a captain no be atamfo de ama ben but ancestor sound sa because you from one ever ana me tiwodi ana me say no go John Dramani Mahama ekrai e dia amamu okra no mu ya
no kure
amamu ben na John Dramani Mahama wogu a
no kure e dia amamu na John Mahama ebu ene de watwa e se nipa baako wode anesefo ka na amamu ne de anesefo ka enipa baako na amamu ne de teachers fo ka enipa baako wontimi ntua contractors fo ka enipa baako wontimi ntua cocoa farmers fo ka enipa baako university and college staff sisi amene okasai wontimi ntua omoka enipa baako na mamu wontimi ntua eye wonoa ne ministers kuraka enipa baako na mamu wontimi ntua former eye government officials as gracia ene eye NSS personnel wontimi ntua omoka eti oyene ba yesa yentie bio
Oh, don't touch the under. It's for all right. Okay.
Send you no matiano and yes sanatio. Walk a captain will be a town for the Yamabe, but ancestor sound because you from one ever.
no kure
And I'm say no go John Dramani Mahama ekrai e dia amamu okra no mu ya
kwasi ampeni
amamu ben na John Dramani Mahama wogu a and
kwasi ampeni kazongo ze e dia amamu na John Mahama ebu na amamu be na apese go bebu amamu be na ga apese kazongo amamu be na wa expect se ga John Mahama bebu edi amamu na wa expect wo mo ba ya wo mo di mirika de dollar AI dollar inject the economy no ye ka kire mo and you see omo behavior ya kwa say time ma ban MPP ye ba ban mu fufuro no e ba ban mu fufuro ubi say bibia so free SHS yes oh ye ntua teacher for ka yes free and the same thing ana NDC abai no they are caught up in the same web o ka kire omo say enioma boa ye den omo say o dollar ba fom o ka kire omo say aboso kan fo ne esu omo say dollar ba fom KJT for man issue, say dollar above form. So now, I feel na ubusa sa memo ben na John Mahama ebu. Kasongo. Ubusa sa memo ben na John Mahama ebu. Yentie kasongo bi yentie kasongo bi.
Oh, don't touch the under. It's for all right. Okay.
No correct.
Send you no matiano and yes sanatio. Walk a captain will be a town for the Yamabe, but ancestor sound because you from one ever. And I'm say no go John Dramani Mahama ekrai e dia amamu okra no mu ya amamu ben na John Dramani Mahama wogu a and
all right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Air for the Records. I hire the most authoritative, fantastic show in that kind of career. We dissect issues with a surgical precision. So, you can't in some said yet here. Now, you can't some in a tree man for no mubufua. You do trade and poise. Say, ye ni matamanka kwasiane abua anchile munemu yedeno kureno ana ama mubo efu. At this moment, you can't some for a year. IGP Christian Tete Yonu. Ne promotions bi a waye ho afa ne nua ne nanfo ma ho se me nua Charles Makati ani abre a wo ye din o body defense Charles from na we go see. So as usual, the old Machiavellian tactics, instead of them to attack the message, you know what they say, IGP Christian Tete Yonu wo promote ni nuanom ne namfofo na busuafo anaso promote omo no. Instead of them, Charles McCarthy say a coincidence of a surname. Charles, coincidence of surname. Okay, fair enough. Moving away from coincidence of surname, I feel quite there. Then the old Machiavellian tactics of let us attack the messenger. Na yen destroy the credibility. Say by a month for 1 year 70. So the narrative being pushed is that Okatakyie Afrifa waka IGP Christian Tete Yonu asem because nana down for pa ne a friend say IGP Dampare na IGP Dampare wo ho no na wo tuane ka $5,000 every month IGP dampare wo ho no na wa man police for maako 4 and edi na chie wo kwa up and down no mbo ne ho ban. Okay, so the core issue here, what the IGP dampare wo yemi gay partner, so I madam for so yemi gay partner, so I dear you. The bottom line is that is IGP Christian Teteyonu promoting Ninuanom the Busuafo or not address that issue. IGP dampare say woni mu nyansenti bosumi bia no tam $5,000 and quantity say ne kura ye yusu 11. That means almost 55,000 Ghana cedi etuameka every month. It's okay, let's agree it's IGP dampare or mental problem. It no betuameka $5,000 every month. Minim de meya amano and to betuameka. Yemfa say IGP dampare what the police service ni nyina emame as bodyguards. At the end of the day, the question we are asking is that IGP Christian Teteyonu, are you promoting unnuanom wabusuafo uma wo fasenom? This is the core issue. Address it. Stop deferring from the core issue that has been asked, whether or not Dampare gave Okatakyie Afrifa we cried as well as our car Emma Okatakyie. Okay, auto private jet or even auto Boeing 777 and a mammy. IGP Christian Dampare auto Boeing 777 and a mammy. It here no and no me drive me co school me yadio and anamichi. Let's ignore all of that. The question we are asking is that is IGP Christian Teteyonu promoting Ninuan and Namfufo? Let us address that. Charles Bagati. Oh no, for now mobile defense, be tactical, be surgical with your defense. When you do some of these things, you will let us, some of us, because first of all, IGP Christian Teteyonu, one year my girlfriend, one year my yere. We are asking relevant questions pertaining to the office. Pertaining to the office. And how he is conducted. So the fact that IGP Dampare was my friend. Now in any case, go and check the records and see IGP Dampare was IGP Dampare. Go and check the records. Me what XYZ. Go and check the records. What I did to IGP Dampare. So if all of a sudden your defense is that IGP Dampare gave me $5,000 every month. What nonsense? What foolishness? We nyansa be room. So IGP Dampare was me. IGP Dampare the police unit, the whole FP, what the omedi mechi to protect me. It's okay. We agree. Let's IGP Dampare to Boeing 77. It's okay. Let us agree. All of that is correct. The question remains very simple. Deal with that question. Deal with that question. Charles McCarthy, thank you for defending. Now, minim the idea when you embrace Charles and student accountability. Interest-driven economy. Interest. Now, some previous and yasam nianka or hina what teso any dear yet to intimate me pobia somnoa. In any case, IGP Dampare will be tried to be as our officer. So, if indeed it's about my interest, say obi a me pena som no a sabin previous IGP Christian Teteyonu baye monko busa George Asare former East Legon police commander. George Asare has spoken to me but I'm not interested. I am asking the relevant questions because he holds a public office. What did I say? I don't hate IGP Christian Teteyonu. I have nothing against him because me ni any personal encounter or meje masase wonye asking the relevant questions. You move on. Now, you move on near call a year Kejetia. Zuba, KMA boss. When you Ashanti regional minister, a team. And some operations be I say one prince Yaunyako. Kumasi Egedifuano essay or no, and a year operations manager o Kejetia ho. A DNA Koso. Some more GG a jum 4 man 3,000. A DNA air coso. Now, this is not hearsay. When yes speculation. Where a jum 4 man one air cassette. My baba ju 3,000 Ghana cedi. Now, that's our 3,000 Ghana cedi. Yentia jum 4 man and yene a munikum. Yentia jum 4 man.
My dear, this is Cabane. Sabio, I have to show you anyway. Now she any send yes yabreno. And 200 passport. And 200 Ghana card. And but once you are we are to your consume your gumu. Say 30 million no. Munim kwa kwa version yes eska no. Ye Jessica, mon kwa to place no monam re ni Jessica. Enye sa ye sheja. Na de woni mu po de so ba be ko bi no ma wa ha se no. Mu be no mo ho. Some more member. Ye mu nyina wo dwom ha. Mon kwa fa place na mo fa ne mre ye. Mo visits kana ya ha ba na titi gu from the asesa. En kama go answer because me chichiri asa Jessica. Mo ya ne papa. Ye Jessica. Jessica ni ye just be sa tira to ade because ya kan fo 1 cm mu anum. E je ne esi ma me no mu mienu.
But your prince ne ho, prince ne.
Ya fo operation manager no ne ya pa no. Operation manager no wo je mo ne ya pa no. Oni ye di hide and seek ne so no mu an. Wo fi sika
na pani ojo mo ha.
Onya da di anji wo honom. Ene wo operation manager management wo ho. Ene operation manager
Dubai.
Ema Dubai ke Kumasi City Market ase. Onu ni ehia no. Obi ani yesi ko ni
Asa mo kasa kire abambofo no mo de so mo nya mo so mo jim.
Apam ye. Ye no mo ni asem. Enti si agugu mo so no mo ko fo mo panyin de na ba. Ye ba be shedwa mo na so mo na ye shedwa. Enti mo so no mo bibika. Wa no mo do mo saka panyin ba ko. Na no mo fo mo de na so bi ni no de saka obi wa ha no mo a. O ma wo de be so odwom ha. Mo chin sika ya twbrante. Ye no mo nya ti dwom ha no. E ma na bi tira na ma wo dwom ha. So mo ni mu a.
So it looks like the whole country is a crime scene. Okay? Or minor estimate, the whole country is a crime scene because Kumasi traders as it stands now, yajeju omo 3,000 Ghana cedi. Sa 3,000 Ghana cedi no. Wamunim di yade ye. Si yade ye dayin. Si yade ye dayin. Wamo se eye Zuba akola ebi a friend Prince ya onyako. Sa 3,000 Ghana cedi we free. Awofo abatan ya womo esika womo ehunu do womo ma school fees mo so mbe mo womo kwan amoma to ade womo agye political blackmail tie de make no ana mo ye womo majeji womo 3,000 over 300 women according to a year report over 300 women na Zuba operations for no ajeji womo 3,000 now 3,000 moji ye no mo ama womo any a year receipt bia when your legitimate fee and your official process we clearly a very unlawful if some moji ye no mo receipt but mo receipt no almost be shedwa na mo sa ba be pamo now 300 people are womatua 3,000 what exactly is being omutua for question yebusa no why one is kind of coy? Where did the money go? Why one is kind of coy? Question you no. Why now pocket a 3,000 Ghana cedi no a Kumasi Jomfo mano etua amamono? Why now pocket here? Because as it stands now, the women now matua sa ekawe no. Clearly a woman school fees no modi amamo. Bosia a omakwaje ana omodi amamo. Ekunafo savings no modi amamo. Young women who have sacrificed for a capital because obo wa de ohia kura dia start adwuma 3,000 Ghana cedi. Sa 3,000 Ghana cedi na magiju edwumfo ma no. What are you using it for? Muwie ya. You are sacking them. So Ashanti Regional Minister said winim ho hwea, and I want to clearly believe that this is not something that you indulge yourself in. It is a winim ho hwea. Dr. Ayamu Akohine, please get to work. Get to the bottom of this matter. Get to the bottom of this matter. Why not authorize it? Yes, 3,000 Ghana cedi no aye gifre ejomfo ma ne ho no. Emrabe na mugina so amodi jesa 3,000 Ghana cedi no. Maji wo mo 3,000 Ghana cedi na wia. Ada na mo se pam wo mo. Ada na mo se pam wo mo. Eti question aye busa mo no. Zuba wona anam na wo pampam eye nkrofo ni ade so wapam wo ma wi a ye busa. These are not politics. I don't even care whether a NDC or MPP. If anybody at any given point ekoji ejomfo ma emobrofo sika ekunafo sika na sa nipa ni wie na so sa akopam mo so omo nton ade a ede ani breba yentie wo ba ne bi yentie no.
Yeah, my dear, this is Cabone. Sebio, I hire to see us who run anywhere. Now she any send yes, Yabreno. I and one the passport, and one the Ghana card, and once your salary, I bet you not consider the Ogumu. 30 million, no. When you go over yes, Cano. Yeah, Jessica, one got to place of one and Jessica, and yes, I should that. Now you want to put in somebody copy no more Haseno. Some more member. Yeah, you know what Jomoha. One got to place in a family. Moses can I have an attitude from the other side. And come on, go and become a teacher inside Jessica. When you are papa, yeah, Jessica. Yes, you can just have a search now to idea because I can say one centimeter. And then you see my minimum.
But your prince and a prince.
Yes, what manager only a penwall. Or pressing manager on what you want a penwall. Only a behind and sick near Son. What is the kind of penny or Joma? And yet, the Andrew home, and you want pressing manager management to her, and pressing Dubai. I'm a Dubai Master Market, I say. Only here, no.
Some more such a bamboo phone or so many
so you're moving away from a year answers. As it stands now, the whole country is actually in darkness. What is going on? Dumswan was Abba. So Dumswan Abba, make sure so Jomama Yenim, we know you're stock in trade. We know sir would you when Dumswan at the 5 and 6. But clearly we beg you. Now, Dumswan Waba, making sure say Ghana for bebre no ano, obemo omo shadow. Ni enim di ebesi. But before say ebeka eye Dumswan wasem KJTia market won mesremu enye political ATM, enye fundraising machine. Makwaje man sika. Mesremu amamo nko extort sika mfiri omo wona mu wi amasa apamo omo. Please make sure say mudu omo sika be mo omo. Zuba ne onkrofo, make sure say mudu omo sika be mo omo senso mo be mo matena ho atonwade a. It is as simple as A, B, C and D. So extortion, it must stop and it must stop now. You cannot continue to use the women. So, now, another thing that said, when it comes to even pestle, renewal of pestle, first, Nanka Okra pestle, renewal 150 Ghana cedi every year. 150 Ghana cedi every year. As I speak to you right now, renewal of pestle has jumped from 150 Ghana cedi to 1,000 Ghana cedi. Bese amemu no munya abotre emframa bebo ama eye akokoto ada ho. Emframa bebo akokoto beda ho. It is just a matter of time. Now I want to say gradually neomane e movie honeymoon no jomama e free mu. The people are beginning to understand clearly what I was talking about. Say jomama o mama ye. Ekufuado amemu no na aye hi. Be niema bi aya anye ni ye nti. Ana ma jomama enya the favor of the people. Now clearly it is becoming very obvious. Say Jomama memuonu hwinim yensha uniform. That is all. Now you move away from Kenyatia. Yesterday a cocoa story as far back as October last year. And ye car cocoa story wasem. We knew baby and not elbow boba. And then above bedroom pempenso say it has caught the attention of the general public and the whole Ghanaian society, no. Clearly, because yentimi ntua koko akuafo ka, the narrative has now been changed. Narrative, no, Randia be shifted narrative say ye MPP aban and yentimi a ball ka 32 million debe billion debe, and there's a narrative ni nyina no a half truth, a yatro. Government is using half truth to deceive the Ghanaian people, and we are going to explain it to you. But before that, yentie akuafo ni yentie omo. Let me also commend Dennis Miracle Abwaje. Dennis Miracle Abwaje, you are doing fantastic with the communication style. So be movie akwama manfo no aka the story as it is. Yenti.
Manyo sem me kuani no kore. Me mondie. Akufo ado penso e yebmam kenenne. Dise ne mfa boy there 50 cedis.
Ena no sisi abam.
Ne 1.2.
Na Bruno Akufo ado penso no ntoye na ye.
Na 10 million. Ne ntonma buru bag ya. Ntinto cement kutu. Cement ye kotokuo ne ye ayikura.
1 million pa.
10 million. Ntin 100 cedis ya. Ntinto du. Na nkotonma buru 400 metima to sen.
Wonya du.
80 cedis ya metima to sen.
Wonya du. Ubenya wanya
no be ya na betimi aye. Eso ya ire ho se ye be ye kua. E bi ahwe ye daache. ada hwe ye ma da ache ye ma ko school no ma ba fie me ka chiro ko school pass eno abetra fie osema e ko mo de me 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 ba mo se wa fon e ko mo de no sika nyina kakam ada ni yenye Muhammad ada ye se uyo kokoko ani a se wa asase sha kodo bi ka ho dia kokoko na no so oye twamene opese odada ye tro hye da ye sa no ene ya donfo ye dia kokoko opese obetua ye ka ada na oye sa so ne yire ne ma omu didi
na de opese we ni freni ba o we ni freni ba mutie no
tina ama ye ho kire ya akuafo ye ho kire ye nia oye no ohwe ye esansa enipa ya no enhira wom anumie wom ohwe ne ya anome no esansa abufo traso adenomie eba se o be ya adwuma na edu anwum na wasa unya aduane di no na o de ye fupan na wakoda na wo ma na o mada o ma nu so na o mada ada na o yesa na se nanado enya nanado nyame o hira no na ma ne nyincha esansa na odi akuafo ho nanado kasa se do nye akuafo be kasa no na wakoma kura to yam tama na otua 3001 no na ye penisa esansa ebi ankam wanada yai tasa wantete yai na wo maye nkuransha sankono na da so waso a anka yedu akire osina nado eda akuafo onu mo no oyo dadafo eti so opesa ye body di mpa osisa no suban
ya cooperative me ya president na efi se ni atwa mumre atwa me hu ni abai bida se me mediate 1 years anso me se adwuma na be ye se me ni adwuma bi a me ye eti me ye ku adwuma na makoto mi koko na abuso me nan untu ya me ka ade na opesa me abrewa midi se adwuma be na me ye na me di eti me slaban adisebe ni adi tumi ya pani chaw o ka sa bre atwam no beto koko no sister wanye kakra ni ade ma ye de atum na kakra ya de atum so na wo fe sika yi ma yen na ye be ni nti adisebe ani ye de to aben ye sere no onya ma ye no komo de ye matitifie o me nananom atitifie se me nya sika ma no anu akọ ete me sra ba ni sampa ni chaw ni die kwa so bi nyame pa ni chaw wo hu ya mo bo na ye sika no hia kakra ma ye wate ye fo hu afu me metumi ado metumi no ukuta bani a oso okọ gold etu amedo eno ahama ba ko ye se 120 mimi wo bi na me de akoye eti adesrade ene ye de to anu
adesrade ene ye de to eye owura John Dramani Mahama aban no anim. But clearly owura Randiabe mami ni would nim komo. And you see, when you are dealing with government of lies, government of scam, killnet abaya, and Trono mube chachiro. Ediantro. Randiabe so MPP are buying eja eka, which is liabilities to the tune of about 32 billion TNU. And until the entimin tria eye ekuyafo eka. Now me hu ye ka company biya se otuwa uwo eka dia. And you also have eye revenue and also uwo de nyeka isika ebemu. Adana Randiabe say MPP aban no e de eka eye 32 billion eto ho. Na emom no wanka eye sika revenue a MPP aban no buy. Is it not true say Randiabe the same time you were mentioning eye 32 billion na MPP aban areki in to the tune of 40 billion Ghana cedi. Na adana no de ummo ema Ghana for entie. If se me no kasai Bank of Ghana ka kire ye say from January 2025 to April 2025, Bank of Ghana confirmed say revenue a cocoa board enya ye generate ye about $1.8 billion. Now, so $1.8 billion, even if you are multiplying it by 11, we are looking at about 19.8 billion a year Ghana cedi just in 4 months of mobile bemu. So mobile bemu 2025, the first 4 months. And I'm the for the forward sales are now buying YNT. More reki in 4 months to the tune of $1.8 billion, which is 19.8 billion. Now, yes, sir, Busa said 2024-2025 crop year. revenue amu reki in per Bank of Ghana report about 4 billion a year dollars. Now, even if the dollar is $1 to 10 cedi, we are talking about 40 billion for the whole of the 2025. It will have a catch man for the Sekufuado buying at the 32 billion a car and a toho, and for that matter, no yentimi entry. How can you say it's a company when you 40 billion a year Ghana cedi? Now on the car 32 billion, even sa 32 billion, no, it is not a car would triano a year at a go. It is a car you spread it over a period, maybe a period of 5 years or 10 years. So if you are spreading 32 billion, but what reki in the tune of about 40 billion, that company now bankrupt. Dr. Radiabi, why did you catch the Nyansa Bedu? If a company has revenue that has to the tune of 40 billion, now Baba took 32 billion, which is spread over a year, 5 years. It is how 5 years, you know. Say so uchiya. Assuming say uchiya 32 billion every year, you are not paying 32 billion. You are paying 32 billion divided by 5 with maybe the interest, a compounding interest. Now, you met a bankrupt cocoa board. You are not being truthful. And now by the cocoa board, by January 2025, it will buy and I said there was continuance of a year work. Mugusu to cocoa. Mugusu tia a year holiest car. Mugusu tia a year staff car. Mu running operations. But the Rania base young country or cocoa board no a year bankrupt. Na mihu ye company a year bankrupt. Ne CEO timinya sika. Eko top brand new Land Cruiser to the tune of $200,000. Company na Randia bese aye bankrupt nti yentimi ntua ekuyafo ka ama ekuyafo esu ekuyafo kemuno otimi koto Land Cruiser $200,000 plus ema oni ni deputy CEOs miensa, so we are talking about $600,000. Company aye bankrupt na entimi ntua manfo ka otimi kokotua ekoto pickup mako 110. Dr. Randiabi, what's a Metro TV? When Nyansa che will be when Nim Coco who and some che will be and then Randiabi and Timin Triakuya Foka. Was a yen to say MPP abino and a jar a car at toho. Now MPP abinding the jar katohua. A canna dahonu ubetriano over a period of time, but the momono because Coco Board moya forward sales 10 years. If Cocoa Board is truly bankrupt, then question you say, how can a bankrupt institution bet me at all a year cars 110 pickups? Land Cruisers, any saloon cars. Eti Randiabe, and yet Cocoa Board now to say a bankrupt. Your ineptitude, your incompetence is what is causing your inability to pay a year the cocoa farmers. A simplicity, as simple as A, B, C, and D. And rest ipsa l'écouteur. The thing speaks for itself. Because mobile, clearly, you don't even have an idea what you are doing. You keep going around in circles. As of January 2025, world cocoa prices had shot to about $10,000 to $11,000 per ton. Tienye, the highest ever in modern history. Tienye. As at mobile January 2025, now cocoa prices has shot per ton from a year $10,000 to $11,000 per ton, and this is the highest a year. So any serious a year company, any serious institution, biano, what Randiabe should have done, any serious cocoa producing country should have done, is to lock forward contract and cocoa no. Oh yeah, almost you yentimin tuaka because cocoa ne bo aye din wo adwama so. Randiabe nim se cocoa no aye gege ne ye ton last year. Randiabe wonim se cocoa no aye gege ne frekuyafo no ne no. Ya ton cocoa no forward sale, ya ton cocoa no last year. Ya je hu sika ba. E dia ba be ye nioma. So some no say 2025 cocoa, 2027 cocoa, it could have been sold in 2025, but because of the incompetent ineptitude, Dr. Randiabe a cocoa board intino, he could not even do forward sale. Sebe ya Ghana be reki in revenue, and what one work cambrofo. What? Instead so be so no why adwuma no. They've made cocoa board become too political an entity. First, no be cocoa board din no mo yo adwuma ni ade. All of a sudden, cocoa board has become a political entity. It is being played politics within the media because Randiabe Green says still louder. So good morning Ghana so. Randiabe instead so be kana no atum no aye adwuma no. The nipa wotimedi cocoa board lawyers ekọ na wono de ko defend wono no personal suit there. We yin bageto. Dr. Randiabe enipa wono atimi tam cocoa board lawyers edekọ echo defend one personal suit, defamation suit. We in bageto. Eti Dr. Randiabe, the questions we are asking, say, as at now, why do you keep on mentioning say MPP are buying 32 billion? They mum onka 40 billion na babeto ye no. Question ye busaw. Again, NSS say eka ewo ho a. Ede na wunya sika twitwiri di koto Land Cruisers $200,000. Edema wo ho. Any with deputies mutimu edgy feeling. Name Koko Akuyafo ni de ontimi ntiri omuka. Randiabe yebusa question. Question yebusa, it is as simple as A, B, C, and D. So we a serious institution, we a serious corporate body, we a serious cocoa producing company be anwa. When we say a grammars 2025 according by now you should have looked for some people on better 2027 cocoa, 2026 cocoa forward sales. No more lucky in contract. You are incapable of doing that. Etinyaka yejato one enti mount ya Koko Akuyafo. Na emomuno who knew what it takes. Who knew what it takes. Cocoa board. First naka cocoa board yedi no more yo majuma. All of a sudden cocoa board has become a political entity. Dr. Randiabe. Akuyafo ma no esu. Yenti omubio.
Yeah, cooperative. Mayor president. Na if he say ni atwam ye hu ni abai da. Say me mediate 1 year. And so me say adwuma na be ye say me ni adwuma bi a me ye. Eti me ye ku adwuma yi na makoto mi koko na abuso me nan untu ameka. E de na opese me abrewa midi. Say adwuma be na me ye na me di. Eti me slaban. Adisebia ni adi tumi. Ya pani chao. Wakasa bile chom no beto koko no sister. Wanye. Kakra ni aduma ye ya di atum. Na kakra ya di atum so na wo fesika yi mayen. Na ye be ni enti adisebia ani ya di to aben yesre no. Yesre no. Onya maye no komo di ye matitifie. Ye matitifie o me nananom atitifie. Se ni yesika ma no anu akọ. Enti me slaba ni sampani chao. Ni die kwa so bi nyame pa ne tsew wo hu ya mabo na yesika no hia kakra ma ya wate ye fu hu afu me metumi ado metumi no ukuta pani a oso okọ etu amedo eno ahama ba ko ye se 120 mimi wo bi na me di akoye eti ade srade ene ye de to ani baba sedwo be ya na betimi aye enso ya ire ho se ye be ye kua ade ahwe ye daache ade ahwe ye ma daache ye ma ko school no ma ba fie me ka chiro ko school pass eno abetra fie o se ma e ko mo de me hu me ba mo se wa fon e ko mo de no sika nyina kakam ade ne ye nye Muhammad ada ye se uyo kokko kuani a se wa asase sha kodo bi ka ho dia kokko na no so oye twamene opeso dada ye tu o sheda ye sa no
manyo se me kuani no kore me mondie akufo ado penso ye mam chenenne dise ne mfa boy da 50 cedis
ena no sisi abam
ne 1.2
na buru no akufo ado penso no ntoye ne ye
na 10 million ne nton mo buru bag ya ntinto cement kutu cement ye kotokuo ne ye ayikura
1 million pa
ye 10 million ntin 100 cedis ya ntinto du na nkoto mo buru 400 metima to sen
wonya du
80 cedis ya metima to sen
wonya du ubenya wanya
Yeah, moving away from a year cocoa. Dr. Randiabi, if you have no clue what you are doing, or predecessor, Edu, Omui, or Dasotiase, reach out to them. Let them give you some ideas. After all, governance is a continuum. So if you need ideas how to proceed with a year management of Cocoa Board, there is nothing wrong with it. Dr. Randiabi, there is nothing wrong with it. Please consult them. Consult them. Killnet are buying propaganda no ye. Because akwa se nantwibini esoro na wo joma ma hye military uniform ni namne ye boje so John wo but asia no, and with time it will catch up with you guys. The more you know, you cannot continue to deceive the people all the time. It will catch up. The Killnet me catch them, and I continuously told you people that you have no clue. Just the Ghana for one human psychology. The human psyche with time gets tired of people in positions of power. So I will give you an example. By 1939, Winston Churchill of England, time Adolf Hitler, Second World War, a waging war on them. Now Adolf Hitler per se defeat England. But Winston Churchill stood up, defended their country. Winston Churchill me use intelligence and encouraging the people with words, inspiring hope with the people. He invited America and Russia into the war, and eventually by 1945 they had defeated Germany. Ironically, defeated Adolf Hitler. If they had to go for elections, clearly they would have won. If he would have been their hero. Ironically, this same person by 1946, when elections were held in England, Winston Churchill lost. Now the question one would have asked is that, so what we need war with Germany? How come so a call for the next election by 1946? He lost. It is because clearly human psychology, where they get tired with people in positions of power. So by every 8 years, there is this seemingly tiredness that comes with time. That is how come your mama and your mama do so or the for business. Do any man who know in his first term. All of a sudden, when people were tired with Akufado's government, he became the next option is for them to bring Jomama back as though Yehuni Subida. And nothing one would have said changed the perception of the Ghanaian people because so as it stands now, Jomama will tell you Ghana for now will see every sign. Nothing has changed. It is still the same. It is still the same. Jomama dada no ano munimno. Enua na aba sign. Now Winston Churchill lose elections in 1946. By 1952, the same people called for him to come back. Winston, Churchill, we miss you. Normally by 1952. So it was the same comeback of John Dramani Mahama that was brought. And you said that people brought John Dramani Mahama because clearly they thought John Mahama was coming to do anything different. But sociology has proven that people get tired with time. They get tired with time. And then John Mahama, oh my yashi. And he has someone in Amada Dumsumu. It's Mamudum America and Dumsumu. Ye movie. Now, in 2020, Ekobia ese papa vi sorry ye. Minim de ntia okujeto ablakwa aye din was asem we ho. In 2020, yesi a friend bi transvoter Togoland for. Almost sorry ye echo say police station ni wonyama Okatakyie police station. Adan ya almost so omo epe omo pe fa ahodie. Eti fa ahodie ne say. Fa ahodie ne say almost say okay, let me show you Ghana map no before independence. Yen hwɛ saa Ghana map yi. So ohwɛ Ghana map no a obehu sɛ baabi a color no ayɛ sɛ violet. Sɛ so blue, I'm not sorry, sɛ so pink. I'm not too good with a color. Mo fa nkyɛ me. It's not that I'm colorblind, but I just don't know colors. A man na ya na moye very good. Omo timi ka sɛ we purple, we burgundy, we this. I don't know, but Moshe Babia a Sawatian, which is a different color from the main Ghana map. Before independence, na a hoye frawo a year transvoter British Togoland, Tienye, which was a year under the protection of a British. Now, question I was answer secessionist for be I from transvoter Togoland for or flag in ye. Papa be a woo and an idea anymore. And almost you, one person or more because Ghana no more call a pambi before see joining. Sabeya, bet me a country of their own. Over time, these people have been threatening. It's not even activism. This is armed secessionism. Almost one person the same ideology as a unity in 2020. Asa a unity bio and I mean say transvoter Togoland for no issue a letter. One more issue letter and yen ready letter no ukuja to ablakwa ayedin on this matter. A CMPP pensua anka wa any trisa mirror of justice. Anka afen wobe kan. Okay, so transvoter Togoland forces say omo letter ne say Western Togoland to convene its first National Representative Assembly. The Western Togoland Governing Council hereby informs the general public that it will convene the first National House of Representatives Assembly of the Western Togoland. In accordance with the mandate of 10 January 2026, the Council of the Traditional Rulers and Elders of Western Togoland granted the Governing Council full authority to prepare Western Togoland for self-determination and to undertake all necessary responsibilities toward that goal. Acting under this mandate, the Governing Council is convening this historic assembly. The first National Representative Assembly will take place Tuesday, 24th February. Discussions will focus on matters relating to pursuit of self-determination as well as other critical internal issues of governance. Now, they go ahead to say that the inaugural sitting will be held under the theme Self-Determination, a case of international law. Key activities of the assembly, blah, 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 goes on and on and on and on and on. Now, question Ayebusan said, the new escalating paro government inside Ghana, over time, whether Western Togoland, whether Transvoter Togoland, abai whereby washede buneni eguso. And this is not just about activism. This is a national security issue. IGP Christian Tetuyonu, please, this is a national security issue. Honorable Osman, your friend say, now question Yebusane say, Adena Okudje Blakwa of North Tongue, Member of Parliament. Why is he quiet on this issue? Why is he quiet? Because this is a national security threat. If Omajiatum, and we are going to have some you see, we are going to have a conversation on exactly how Sapateno Ebekao and Sapateno continuously there is a false narrative being said that okay, Ghana for F4 say they forced the Western Togoland people into say Babeka Ghana, and for that matter they want to now cease being part of Ghana. And you know correct. Historically, this is a lie. Because before said Transvoter Togoland, Ebabeka Ghana, even the plebiscite, which actually brought them to be part of Ghana, the plebiscite was not held under the authority of Britain. It was the UN mandated trust territory. UN and they making sure say you hold this referendum no, and this part in 1956. And in 1956, the people of Transvoter Togoland, which then was British Togoland, they themselves voted to be a part of Ghana. So it was a decision by majority of the people at that time in a plebiscite to join Ghana, which gives a legal mandate of Ghana to hold that land as part of ours. So and encophobia, sorry, and over time, yes, so almost in Simhunu, yes, so almost say Omuya Transvoter Togoland for, and nobody is speaking about it because a NDC for also, and if a Yakufu at the time, and Kukuja to I and a sing, Sabre Kuo Cambrofona Transvoter Togoland, a dear Ben. So, question Ayebus answer, what is the government doing about this? It's a national security threat. And Krofo is so more Kwako who see. a year dear ben and far he could see here. What is the national security under Osman doing about this nonsense? Why is the national security quiet on this matter? If Zemino can say group no and yes they have first attacked the police, they have mounted roadblocks in the past, they have declared independence because someone declare independence. And any serious nation will be declared independence on any part of their country, any part of their territorial jurisdiction. It must be treated with the seriousness that it deserves. So question Yebusa, national security, IGP, what are you guys doing about this nonsense that we continuously entertain without nipping it in the bud? If Semino Gazoma announces say one more year National Assembly, one more announces one more year draft constitution. Such nonsense, kete. Aviobe wana apeja. Now we bega so we mu dia say omu di agro omu. No, when we continuously entertain that idea, it will embolden other people to want to take same decisions. It's IGP Christian Tetoyono, National Security, Osman. What are you guys doing about this nonsense of secessionism? What are you guys doing? Because if a group over time can continuously be calling some person and there need the long-term solution to this nonsense that is being entertaining, whereby Okatakyie Afrifa or a member of parliament for North Tongue, he is not making any commentary about it. In 2020, Omu attacked state facilities, including even police. Nobody said anything about it. In 2020, they did roadblocks. Nobody said anything about it. Now they've gone ahead to say that they've instituted an assembly, a people's assembly. And that is an escalation from maybe a war in the past. And the government of Ghana is quiet. Nobody is taking it serious. The government of Ghana is quiet. Nobody is taking these matters serious. Okudjeto Ablakwa, point of correction. There is nothing like Transvolta Togo land. Omunyina ka Ghana ho. Said ya asante da ne maya mo besere ya asante de beka Ghana ho ne ka Ghana ho. Said ya na Northern Territories da one maya ye kwasere ya ye de beka ho. Any Gold Coast no na esan wo fia no ye de beka ho no. That is an amalgamation of different territories which were brought into one to form Ghana. Nobody has the right as it stands now because any one of these amalgamation was done with a legal basis. Nobody was forced to join. Nobody was coerced to join. Nobody was brought under arms to join. Bibia course biano a UN for and in 1956 they held a plebiscite. And a plebiscite, majority of the people voted that they want to be part of Ghana instead of standing alone. So, and then nobody can rewrite history to say that we are giving those people the time. So, it will embolden other people to want to do same. National security, there is no press conference coming from your end. So we are waiting. National security, we are waiting. Now, 1, 2, 3, Chris Dollar say Ashantis are not Akans. Chris, mumfansim hunu yenko baby ni yanwene homfansim hunu ko baby na yanwene ye ho. Sa nyama tanta we ni we don't have time for it. So the national security, what are you guys doing about sa Transvolta Togoland in sensem ya ekosono? Now moving forward, you move away from a year Transvolta Togoland. Na yanko aya waso east. I was east, but before that, when my let me, I follow west and Gwela. When my let me, I follow west and Yango Chengo Shuai. Osuane Mekoti me win election. Hallelujah. Yeah, issue statement. Stand on it. Avalowes and Oh, see my son when Malami, Abalowe, Sanquila, when Malami, Abalowe, Sanquila. What's it? Hallelujah. Ocean Meko party.
Unya TV ni bi.
Menya bi. Me.
TV ni na etwa guo no. TV no etwa guo no. Yoko musankrofo munya bi no momanya bi e.
TV because you are Baba Jama as a delegate. Yeah. Oh, they be as a motivation to vote for. Once I say campaigning, I can campaign more as a delegate. And more of us to delegates. This is our time. We convert to get as a delegate. Mukoko but also who select me part. Who say about my constituency. That's the main key. By him say, yeah, baby, I vote share. But me to be vote share. Until I go. Fear delegate and for real. Fear delegates, as a fear delegates there. Say that the war will be no. Sign baby will be so.
85 contestants in Amoa for Jubia.
Oh, they be. And yes, over Jubia, but I was so Akumamono. Will be adding baby or
Chama. Aha, it's delegates. And yet the Mawo. Answer Baba Jama, the Mount TV. No, be no mama 50 million. Be no mama access. Pad. Hey.
Unya TV ni bi.
Menya bi. Me bra and I Baba Jama. Aha, it's delegates. And yet the Mawo. Answer Baba Jama, the Mount TV. No, be no mama 50 million. Be no mama access. Pad. Kibo Gary. Pad. Aye. Ebi mad pad. Kibo Gary.
50 million.
Kaba Coffee. And Tumapufa.
5,000 Ghana cedis.
Muboto. And it's a Baba Jaman so Amativia. And news. Enya news. Ebi buy and son ebi swear day. Eba. But I am because I said, oh yes, and I vote. What to the free to see and nobody sika ato. And your Baba Jaman ebi sika toye. Free to see. And people buy and nobody sika never see. And to sign it here.
Hey, Baba Jama. What can I say?
I have not seen anything like that, please. Well, here, have you seen anything like that? Have you seen anybody buying books? I have not seen anybody buying, so I can't comment on that. If allegations, why should you come to me? Go investigate that allegation.
Some delegates have received television sets and they say it's coming from your camp. Could you confirm or otherwise?
So if you give television sets to people, what is wrong with it when you gift things to people? Is this the first time I'm gifting things to people? I have been, those of you who know me, know that every Christmas, every occasion, every instant, I have put down 2.5 million to give free loans to people. So if today you are giving, people are coming to vote and you are giving them something, you are not, it's not buying food. I speak. If you have listened to me carefully, I say, look, if somebody gives you gifts, you can take it. But allowing that gift to influence your vote is what is wrong. It's not a gift. It's allowing that gift to influence your vote. Then it's wrong. But giving gifts all this week, you think that you can bring people together and you give them water. It is not the item. It is the intention. You understand? And I don't think that
so, Baba
I have gone on and spoken to them.
Now, the course war Ayawaso East. Let us not be hypocritical about this situation. Yenin common said ye etie. O mine no yetimo no yenye no kre for mine. We pick and choose which one we want to address depending on whose interest it serves. Eti yese Ayawaso East. Yakoto by election primaries. It's not even the main election. Now, Nkrofo TV, and you heard them. You heard the delegate themselves. If you have 50 million, if you have TV, if you have 10 million, if you have say, if you kosuane meko nyina ka ho. Now, sa kosuane meko ni TV ni delegate, it has become very topical because continuously people are calling and say, sa delegate system, it breeds corruption. It's a question that but at the same time, the hypocrisy, if the same way see here quickly, Fiavi Kweti, our general secretary of the NDC, release statement so NDC party set up a board, a committee, of which Mahama Yaraga, who is the majority leader, was part of that committee. And Chebiana Mahama Yariga ede weba it's a nipa baako de onya ye ewo Ayawaso East ana wahyehyɛ ewo ho no. Nipa baako de onya ewo Ayawaso East ana wahyehyɛ gina ho no. But see build it on mind dear. How can we build a nation like this? See on mind. That's what mine ya. How can we build a nation like this? Nation as a MP ako stand election. MP nakatuya abroswa 25,000. So 25,000 multiplied by 12, which is 1 year. So 1 year no. MP nisika enru even up to 350,000 Ghana cedi. Now multiply so 350,000 no. By 4, which is the 4 years of being a member of parliament. That MP will not get even up to 1.2 million Ghana cedi in the whole 4 years. But they spent fortunes. They spent fortunes. Question Yebusan say, "Ediye ne womunti Baba Jama any womo maka." Now moving away from Baba Jama no maka no. Government releases statement so we are recalling Baba Jama as a year envoy to Nigeria, special envoy to Nigeria. We recalling him. In any case, it was hypocritical, not because they genuinely want to solve any problem. Because Baba Jama as Wababe we need primaries, not or co-parliament. It is obvious to say on call back to Nigeria as a year the consular or whatever they call it. Because a member of parliament, there you guys who are recalling one. You are being hypocritical. What are Ghana for no? Now, another question that we are asking, and it's Sir John Dramani Mahama, Abba, if indeed they wanted to fight corruption and yet because it serves a certain interest, there is a turf war, a Siedunketia camp, one if you quote, one more camp, vis-a-vis John Mahama camp, is another John Mahama petete mbiako, a Siedunketia, any fifi quote, you soon master stroke be. It's Jomama appointees now come back into the party hierarchy. Babe Buama Jomama etimi akote tem no. Ese don't get here any fifia bi kwete you so master stroke be the clause we have show say obese obabe contest here resign as a government appointee. So what they've done is that they've logged Mahama boys who are holding a government appointment. So omuntimi mama be contest because you don't want to gamble with say yama juicy appointment as a CEO, as a minister, as BB. Now ube gambo edi ababe yes ube pe party yiti Right there, they've knocked Mohammed's third term agenda off with just a clause within or more directives of the buy. Now, John Mahama tries to also get at a year boys within the system, of which Baba Jama is a part of it. And until Baba Jama ko wini is wrapped as though or more fighting corruption, but it's actually not about corruption. So Obano ne wini ya ankomon kan wohwe ankombe kata so am ye movie on. But because Baba Jama, who is an Esiedun Ketia boy, won, now they are trying to use technicalities to knock out a year Baba Jamal. How are they doing that? Obviously, government are recalling because Baba Jamal is a government appointee within the whole saga. Menoka say Hajia Amina Andam, who is the late a year MP Nigireno, or your board member ma Pristia Sankofa Gold Limited. It is a year say you're fighting corruption. I didn't know your mama and recalling on also an appointment. Hajia a board member ma Hajj board. I didn't see Nian calling and say Hajia because of a vote buy and corruption course on Untino. Yeah, you would hear every ho. But it's not because they want to fight corruption. Your mama binding and I just fighting corruption. They want to target Baba Jamal, who won the election because Baba Jamal Yesiedun Ketia boy. So the hypocrisy with this fight against a delegate and a vote buying, that is exactly what I am against. It is not a vote buying. If it's a vote buying, Mahama Yaraga all corny elections, Otia and Yetua Bamano. It is a yenina as a nation if we want to have a conversation on what vote buying is and how we should move away from it. Let us have that conversation. But you cannot hide behind the idea of fighting vote buying to target Esiedun Ketia Nkrofo within the system. You cannot use the idea of vote buying to target Esiedun Ketia Nkrofo within the system. And that is what John Mahama is doing. John Mahama buying. Eja demo. Eja the NDC mu pa. Now person who say eja the NDC mu. My former boss Julius Debra. Mokaya omoba ben mu no ano na washa ase na wotutumrika na he started this campaign. And emu hu ni biu. And wakani tira koshim. Edientia. Whispers from the corridors of power. Esi wo yes anioma no yes anioma no. Twim ye yini desk ni table so nyina chief of staff. Ye yini table so nyina na de ama Callistus Mahama. Tienie. If say na John Mahama petete agenda ne say be solidify. And I said Mira, my former boss Julius Debra so na adwene so obekobi. Na waye na adwene so obekobi no a washa ase wo tutumrika wone celebrities eco health work na jana yire fefefe wodi ne nkyɛn ne ade, which was a means of so marketing home for the future no. Awa na ja John Mahama boy hwema ekire Callistus. Clear the table. And Oma clear Mirajo Julius Debra table so nyina. There is a tough war going on within the NDC. I say don't get here per presidency. I say Edi woni fifi kwati who are true-blooded a year revolution for no. The cadres, they believe that John Dramani Mahama is even an outsider because clearly John Mahama was from PNC in 1996. John Mahama was brought on board. So I say don't get here if you have equity and then for no one side. John Mahama and then for my baby yes canon so another side. Former chief of staff Julius Debra and Crawford so another side. But Oma Mia, my former boss and friend, and he's a very good friend of mine. Oma Mia na kakra out of the scene. Now it's left with John Mahama and Esiedun Ketia as to whether John Beko Tetem. And I say Wamode a year at 2 force beba. And I say Esiedun Ketia na Angasebe wini. So Sar in Tokwano Neko so Wamudi be a go against Baba Jama. Not because they want to fight any corruption. Vote by an idiot. Ye nimdeda. Vote by any ye nim papa. Na yesi ya chichirwa maya. Say ni yano. Si ya kwa tu abawa ya wasua. Provision shop okura mfane ho. NDC no osu oba. No aba be change a system reset no. Ye kwato primary keke. Etimewu se eye Anthony Nukwenu. Anthony Nukwenu ede ensembia ba betu dwa se o. Mahama Yarega ene ne majority no. Ensem hunu ana omo keka se ye know the election result. Let's put it on record that when elections are held and is counted, and the EC declares the election, no other body has the mandate to annul that election except the courts. Tienye. Eti sa idea of annul it. NDC as a political party cannot annul the elections. It will take the courts. Now, strategically, and within so court to cry me annul election, there is a time frame within the courts where the courts will allow for such petitions to be made. Set up committee. Say if you have equity, I say don't get your boy Baba Jama. Eti boss strategic game. Yes, set up committee. Committee ni nyanhwehwemu. Make recommendation. Committee ni be yanhwehwemu awie. Recommendation be say Baba Jama they should annul the elections. Baba Jama should be removed. Now Baba Jama will move it to court. Baba Jama will go and tell the court, say, NDC does not have the authority to annul the election results because it is a game to keep Baba Jama in by the 50 and they say don't get their camp. But it is also a game which Mahama is using. Say, or they been knocking Baba Jama out. And all of this is happening. Ontiasia. Politics is a master stroke game. Ontiasia. Yemubi, we can see beyond a year the fight against corruption. Say, Obano ne wini ya, tienye. Say, Maamini ne wini ya, Hajia ne wini ya. Akadiya discussing in Akema. Omo yusu Baba Jama as a scapegoat keke. They are discussing in us, so Obano ne wini ya Kema. If the NDC in Mpefe said they cannot annul the election result, once it has been declared by EC, it is only the courts that has the power. So there are no results. Nemum court and also it has a time frame within which I will apply. One of the technicalities they didn't knock it out and they said the time frame within which you could apply to the courts and it has elapsed. That the statute of limitation has actually caught up. It way 50 every question. I say don't get delay. Investigation. Not time, the time frame within which court, the statute of limitation has elapsed. And they know. It move beyond that. Baba Jama say, Oma, a bribe, Baba Jama view.
And that's why I'm still saying that I'm hoping that they will see reason with me and come along with me. I've seen anything like that. Have you seen anybody buying votes? I have not seen anybody buying, so I can't comment on that. If allegations, why should you come to me? Go investigate that allegation.
Some delegates have received television sets and they say it's coming from your camp. Could you confirm or otherwise?
So if you give television sets to people, what is wrong with it when you give things to people? Is this the first time I'm gifting things to people? I have been, those of you who know me, know that every Christmas, every occasion, every instant, I have put down 2.5 million to give free loans to people. So if today you are giving, people are coming to vote and you are giving them something, you are not, it's not buying food. I speak. If you have listened to me carefully, I say, look, if somebody gives you gifts, you can take it. But allowing that gift to influence your vote is what is wrong. It's not a gift. It's allowing that gift to influence your vote. Then it's wrong. By giving gifts, all this week, you think that you can bring people together and you give them water. It is not the item. It is the intention. You understand? And I don't think that I have gone around, I've spoken to them, I've met people. And that's why I'm still saying that I'm hope and trust that they will see reason with me and come along with me.
And come along with me. Baba Jama, so in the choice of words were very clear. I say it is not the gift, but it's the intent behind the gift. Because before you can actually prove culpability of a bribery, it is not just about Nipano Aye Bibi. A man's act should not be criminalized simply because society believes it's wrong. But a person's mind must also be guilty. So in every act, we have a mens rea and an actus reus. And Baba Jama knows clearly exactly what he was saying when he said that it is not about giving of the gift, it is about the intent behind it. So how are you going to prove there was actually a vote buying? You are supposed to prove that yes, the gift was given, and the intent to say yeah, give us our gift, was to induce them to vote. And it will be very difficult for you to prove that. And Baba Jama will go to court if any event NDC voters or no results now. So the omu is much ado about nothing. Much ado about nothing. Now, you're moving away from Ayawaso West. Na yenko Aboso Kai. Aboso Kai for Mahama is the whole. Is the whole. Is the whole for Madagana. JM is the whole. Adai. Yes, about to first one introduce you a new regime. Say new regime, no. Aboso Kai for ebetria a year 20% VAT on a year or more product or more ton eso. Under a tinimodin for Kufuado. Under a Kufuado, I won't penny pano. Now, Omutia 4%. Now, the hope, John Mahama, Wamuba no, Ombetia 20%. Dealers is Wamuba cost strike for 1 week if Yanyashe and Fahua. Now, question ye Busane said, Aboso kind for John Mahama and an Abai. I'm interested in ye natias here. So, Aboso kind for say 2024. Now about radiator tank. So radiator tank na year tonwa. Now radiator tank was 800 Ghana cedi. Radiator tank, 4% VAT on radiator tank will give you a year 32 Ghana cedi. So, se wo koto radiator tank under Ekufuadua. Nanka ubetuya 832 Ghana cedi VAT inclusive. Tienye. And they under John Dramani Mahama in 2026, almost increasing from 4% to 20% valued added tax. Aboso kan for ekem. 80 radiator tank under John Dramani Mahama is 1,200 Ghana cedi. 20% of 1,200 Ghana cedi is 240 Ghana cedi. What they can a year 1,200 Ghana cedi now is 1,440 Ghana cedi. Eti the no radiator tank 2 years ago and the Kufuado abain. No abeto ni 832 Ghana cedi. And the radiator tank under John Dramani Mahama abain. Obeto ni 1,450. Ubufu aho. I'm only giving you announcement as it is. Now umuvi away. That's also beto ball jointer. And the Kufuado ball joint na a year 100 Ghana cedi. A year 4% of 100 Ghana cedi was 4 cedi. 80 ball joint ubetwa na ubetia a year 104 Ghana cedi. And John Dramani Mahama Kufwa ayi VAT and ye call a year 20%. 80 ball joint a year 150 Ghana cedi. The 20% is 30 Ghana cedi. What the 30 Ghana cedi can 150 Ghana cedi hua. It is 180 Ghana cedi. So within 2 years, a movie from 104 VAT inclusive to a year 180 under the Hope John Dramani Mahama. Now, movie away. Nasa also beto sprinter alternator. Iti mo amuko eye kumase sprinter bus moko up and down no. Se na musumo beto eye alternator dia. Sprinter alternator and the Kufuado in 2024 was 700 Ghana cedi. 4% of a year sprinter alternator 700 Ghana cedi gave you a year 28 Ghana cedi. What the Cambo that means and the Kufuado Aboso Kai for were paying 728 Ghana cedi. And the John Dramani Mahama na oye hope no. And they sprinter alternator 1,000 Ghana cedi. 20% of 1,000 Ghana cedi is 200 Ghana cedi. So oye obi a oton nyoma ewa Aboso Kai na okoto a sprinter alternator and they ebe ubetono 1,200 Ghana cedi. I'm only giving you announcement. Ubufu wa wo hwa ubuafuru. Chris dollar ne nasefo. Mubufu mo amho. Mo aban no de ye nyam na meye. Na ye movie away ne ye nhwe Toyota Vitz gearbox. And the Kufuor 2024 Toyota Vitz gearbox was 4,000 Ghana cedi. So 4,000 Ghana cedi no 4% VAT 160. Eti 4,160. Now under Kufuor, under John Dramani Mahama the hope. Mahama is the hope. Sa hope no angasa a movie 6,500 for a Toyota Vitz gearbox. 20% of 6,500 is 1,300. It's no VAT inclusive. Under John Dramani Mahama, Toyota Vitz gearbox is 7,800 as compared to a year under Kufuor 4,160. Now, brake pad under Kufuor 70 Ghana cedi VAT 4% near 2.8 cedis. It's near 72 cedis, 80 pesos. And brake pad 100 Ghana, 20% of 100 Ghana is 20. So ebekanwa 120 Ghana cedi. Ebacho ubufu wa ho. Nyame twedi ampo nhira mu nyina under the hope. John Dramani Mahama aboso kan for the omo ekoni. Now under John Dramani Mahama car battery 12 plate Kufuor pension is 600 Ghana cedi. 4% VAT 24 Ghana cedi odi koka ho a na 624 Ghana cedi in 2024. The same 12 plates under John Dramani Mahama 2 years down the lane 800 Ghana cedi. 20% VAT a de ba no ebemena ko 160. 960 Ghana cedi. Mahama is the hope. Ubufua again ubufu wa wo ho. Shock absorbers a near tono aboso kan 500 Ghana cedi. And as our shock absorbers no ye turn 800. 4% of 500 Ghana cedi was 20 Ghana and the Kufuor now better shock absorber 520 Ghana cedi. And they under the hope, the alternative 20% of 800 Ghana cedi is 160. 80 Wadaroma Ubatona 960. Ye movie away na yenkohe Opel taxi. Eti mo amu yusu Opel taxi engine. Wo engine says here. Under Kufuor, you were paying 7,000 Ghana cedi and 4% VAT was 280. With a new VAT regime, which the hope of our nation, and 20% of a year 10,000 Ghana cedi is actually 2,000 Ghana cedi. It is a Kufuor pension a year 1,280, and then Mahama is the whole. Is the whole. Is the whole for Madagana. Mahama is the whole. Is the whole. Is the whole for Madagana. JM is the whole. Is the whole. Is the whole for Madagana. JM is the whole. Is the whole. My funze dia. Mega meti Angela mega na mudidi mati. My funze. Rade, e wo mi ta gufu anu dia. Mo a se dia mbezi afa mo Holland se no. Me dia, eva mi wo. Country broke, country no broke. We all the inside. Aha. Country broke, country no broke. We all the inside. We can't tell them buy near kill net buy. And now 24-hour economy. Yes, I got to be a friend 24-hour economy authority. Useless authority, directionless authority. Bibianim. Me frika yenyene. Mo anyeme ani. Tieni yo. Now, omo the 24-hour authority bill aba. Ede na 24-hour authority bill ne ebe ya. Ebe 24-hour economy so. Na 24-hour economy, what be economy ni muna sika be muna manfo digwa. Eno so jiso asa ko create authority. Wo ho ajo mama so ye ba be sisi adan. Ye be sisi market 24-hour market. Global we there. Fragada wa buy pa o. Package yo mudda. Package here mudda chai. So almost a 24-hour economy. Mobakaya, one of the things omo ka say omo ba samijamfi en enum fia so ofia moa. Me papa be say wanim so otwe janka. Wanim so otwe janka. What to samijamfi ana 24-hour economy no. Ye de bibi ba ye friend no edeben tariffs of ho ayi user tariff deben na samijamfi ke kansi mu no. Tariffs or deben na samijamfi ke kansi mu no. Now, you're the 24-hour economy, but electricity bobe from and electricity ne born at that saying 24-hour economy, electricity at that saying. Now, yenti honorable Kojo Ponkroma on the floor of Parliament. Yenti.
Out there, who labors under the apprehension that what the government has brought is about 24-hour working cycle. Please read it. It's not in it. Honorable Adongo attempted to give us a variation that 24-hour could mean 133 or 122 or something. Whichever way you keep it, Mr. Speaker, it is not in this bill. So again, the claim that this bill is going to enable people work around the clock, increase productivity and create more jobs, this bill does not respond to that. It's a fallacy. Mr. Speaker, now let me go to the issue of agencies. In their manifesto, they actually listed agencies that they were going to have work for 24 hours, DVLA, customs, etc., as has been mentioned. None of these agencies is mentioned in this.
None of these agencies is mentioned in this. TNU. Musi DVLA, customs, diaben, mo de beka 24-hour economy. Mo be ye na yetimi aye passport office, diaben, ni nyina to 133, 142, 160. Mo de bebre by. Now, clearly, John Domani Mahama abayin near Frakadam ne Kionet abayin ti. Omo koye 24-hour authority bill. No? Omo amfa anshim, and I've read the bill. And then I say I've read the whole bill into detail. Omo amfa anshim. Now, some amfa anshim ne say ya refie kuranwa. Member of Parliament on the minority side, sorry say, a 24-hour economy bill, mure fee, most of the DVL bishim, mo the GR bishim. Sorry, Yenti.
Clause 28 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to make a new proposal for a clause. And Mr. Speaker, I want to look at agencies to work for 24 hours because this is a 24-hour economy bill. And it is important that we establish some of the agencies that at least we expect.
You see, when you are doing, you are my very good friend, so I'll bring you up. Propose your amendment and give the justification for your proposed amendment. So, but if you don't have the proposed amendment, you are arguing. It's difficult to understand.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'm guided. So, proposed amendment. Agencies to work for 24 hours, that the authority shall ensure that the following state agencies should operate 24-hour shift system. I, DVLA. B, Ghana Revenue Authority. C,
Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. D. Passport Office. E. MP, National Petroleum Authority. E. BOST. F. Gold Board. And G. any other agency as we may establish. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm making this proposal on a very serious grounds that this is a 24-hour authority bill, and it will be important that all the agencies that we have indicated prior that DVLA is supposed to work 24 hours, but we cannot see it actually function.
Eti Kionet abayane kachire is a 24-hour economy no or the share manifesto say certain state institutions ebe 24-hour economy. But omode eye womo bill no a eye the underlining emra eba bebo 24-hour economy no. Omode ba ene say institutions nishim. And a minority member of parliament asori say oh ebia na ya refie. Eti mo fanshim now muntie the speaker Anabeka.
Ghana Revenue Authority is working 24 hours, particularly at the port. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. The Passport Office, we've been in this house where the Minister of Foreign Affairs has indicated that the Passport Office is supposed to work 24 hours, and the NPA amongst others. And the Gold Board, as we know today, is also, gold mining is all over 24 hours. And so we will need a provision to establish. So, Mr. Speaker, I so move.
So, by special union rules, if you have indicated those institutions, if we apply that particular principle, do you think it will help us as a nation?
Hey!
Very, very, very much so, Mr. Speaker.
Do you know of the special union rules?
Oh, Mr. Speaker, we are all councils.
By express mentioning of those ones, all others are excluded.
Mr. Speaker, I included any other agency that
because if you include any other agency, then it means that all the agencies in this country can operate under 24 hours. So must you specify them?
But Ghanaians are looking for.
Well, I'll give the floor to Majority
Speaker, let me end my
I'll
point.
put a question on your amendment, don't worry. Let me hear. I'll put a question on your amendment.
I'm just concluding, so.
Mr. Speaker, we are opposed to the proposal simply because
we are opposed to the proposal.
It's very limiting. It lacks ambition. It lacks ambition.
OJ NDC abide at your own peril. 24-hour economy no more manifesto mo so mo de sa institutions we nyina bishim. Again mo de aba mo refi yes mo fa institutions ni che mo say we oppose the amendment. Ti wonya na adwene so obeye. If it's electricity no mo so mo de enekura electricity ne bi ni ho. Dum so na mo damu a mo kam me won mo choro ana dum so. Electricity ne bi kura ni ho. Eti woje John Mahama memuo no di at your own peril. Na ebre and yemma give time some time. And from abebo ama akokoto adaho. Mimi say John Mahama memuo no onye hwe oni hweye. Eye scam, propaganda, killnet aban. But with time the Ghanaian people will see through the whole theatrics. They will see through it. They say honeymoon time with chum. They say John concert no you. The people are now going to ask you real and pertinent issues. That is how come Koko Ekuyafo ebusa omo questions. That is how come Abosu Okanfo ebusa questions. That is how come teachers for ebusa si yentua yeka. Anesi for su. The honeymoon is over. And I know, not because I want John Mahama to fail, but because I know they came in without a plan. The NDC government came in without a plan. We did Okatakyie Afrifa Mensah. I came to serve you. Aha, Anna Midibesi. Aha, here for the records. Thank you very much for watching it with me. We shall come your way on Saturday. Bye-bye.